So welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to talk about what I would do if I was broke, plus some success tips here. Let me turn this up here. Okay, so ask any questions obviously if you are here live, and you can ask questions anytime. You can ask questions in the comment section, or you could do a post question. Okay, just woke up, ready for the day, and yeah, okay. So there's this thing, okay? It's kind of relevant to the it factor, but it's also relevant to just high conscientiousness, which a lot of successful people have. So think about this when I say it. Think about what you are excellent at and what you're not excellent at out of these 5 different things here. Successful people are high in conscientiousness, and if I was broke, I would make sure that I am high in conscientiousness of all these areas, and I will not be broke. Okay, so perfectionism is one of them. Perfectionists double check their work. Perfectionists go the extra mile. Perfectionists, they're very, very stickler on doing the right job, like doing it good, okay? So be a perfectionist. And an example about what that is like in aviation and stuff, they double check their work always, okay? In aviation. So it's called 6 Sigma. It means 1 mistake per million like tries or whatever, or like checks, or per million runs. So there's only one possible mistake that could happen in aviation, right? Or a few. They double check everything multiple times to make sure there's not a mistake that could happen. Okay, that's called 6 Sigma, but also perfectionism is the main tip. Okay, next one is organization. Being very organized is super important for success in many areas. Organizing your finances, organizing your freaking life, organizing your day, everything, and definitely organizing your business. The next one is prudence. So prudence, it's basically wise decisions, making smart decisions. If you ever look at older people, they are wise for a reason, because they have a lot of life experience. Sometimes the degradation of the brain can cause them to seem not as smart, but they are very wise, okay? I'm talking people above 80 years old. Alright, yes, be very prudent, and how you do that is you need to learn from wise people. Like, go read books and stuff. I'm telling you, that's a powerful way to do that. Next thing is entropy, which is to improve all the time, okay? What that is being a learning machine, basically. What that is non-stop improving each day. Kaizen. And what Kaizen is basically like improving by 1% each day. So it's basically entropy, but basically it is, okay? But entropy is the next tip, and the next one is industriousness, okay? Which means hard work. So hard work is not the full formula for success. It's a part of it. Working smart and having these other areas to be good at is kind of the key to success. So everything adds up, okay, and compounds. There's not just one secret to success. That's why most people cannot achieve it. It's because it's so many elements. There's so many elements involved in success. Develop actual, like, valuable skills is the next tip. So if I was broke, I would want to develop really, like, valuable skills. What are those? Those are basically sales and marketing first, then like technical skills if I didn't have that already. Programming is a valuable skill. I do have that, and I'm very grateful for it. The other skill is definitely public speaking, high ticket sales, all these elements inside of marketing for sure. So if I wanted to do YouTube, I would need to learn that. If I wanted to do Facebook ads, I need to learn that. All sorts of stuff. Now, if you look around, the highest income people in the world, they have valuable skills, okay? All of them. And exceptional skills. The more exceptional, the more money they make. Catching trends early. So what is that? Basically, when I look at people say, oh, you can't make money fast, I'm telling you, you can. You just gotta catch these trends, and there's a lot of them always happen. There's ones that happen every day, I wouldn't go after those. There's ones that happen for a few months period of time, I would go after those and focus on those. Your income can spike and skyrocket big time. So that's how you can make a lot of money fast. The other ways go viral. Other ways, you could buy low, sell high, do a big flip. You could put a ton of money of your own, and you can make a lot of money back if you do paid ads the right way. Like, literally. Okay, but catching trends early can be applied to multiple areas. You just kind of have to think deeply about it. But basically, you don't want to be the first to catch it, okay? Because that's very hard to do, but you could do it. It's kind of hard to predict the future, but you could. But it's usually when you hear everyone around you talking about the topic, you should really hop on it fast, okay? And think about it for like 10 minutes. Think about what to do to actually monetize it, and you will have something. Most times you can monetize with a product for it, for the niche that you think of, and build a store around it and stuff and market that with paid ads. Or you could go the route of making content for YouTube, and you make money from AdSense and organic views and growing an audience and selling stuff. That's the other way you can do it. Value your time more than anything. So if I was broke, I actually wouldn't get a job, okay? I would maybe do little gigs here and there to gain a little bit of money. In fact, I would go directly to rich people and I would solve their problem. And I would go to businesses, and because I have marketing sales skills, I would basically offer them value and tell them I'll make them more money with my skills, and maybe I do it for free up front and then they'll pay me for results after. It's so powerful. So you definitely value time more than anything. Use all the time you would do at a job to gain high income skills and learn like a learning machine and read books and stuff. That's what I'd do if I was broke. Next thing is be worth a dang. Okay? Be worth a dang. What is that? Basically, if you look at a superhero, are they worth a dang? Yeah, because they save people's lives and stuff. The world's not crazy enough place to reward a bunch of undeserving people, so you need to be worth a dang. And that's just so important. I could ramble on that for a while, but it's basically you're valuable. You're not just a bot. You're not a bot in the world, okay? It's sad because a lot of people can be that. Focus on one thing, a long term, at first, and grow and maintain that thing, okay? So I would pick one thing, but actually I'm not sure now because I made this card a while back. I think I would do one thing and build up at least to $10,000 quickly. So I maybe would work with rich people to help them increase their income and stuff. I would go to local people, probably to their houses that are rich houses, and talk to them. And I'd be wearing a suit, that sort of thing. And I'd do that. And then I'd do that until I reach like 10K. That could happen very quickly, actually. And then I would go on to definitely marketing online. There's nothing better. I mean, you could go in the stock market and take years of wait time, but you can guarantee that you can reach exactly who you're looking to go after and sell something great to them with upsells and everything. And I would crush it. Okay, starting from scratch. That's what I do. I have so much time on my hands. Paid ads is that principle of valuing your time. Literally, you're not trading time for money, you're trading money for money. So you literally don't have to do anything. You just have to do work up front to build the thing. That's like nothing. That's like no time at all. Okay. Definitely I would do that and just stick with that after I get enough money. In fact, you only need $1,000 to crush it with paid ads right off the bat. Because you only need like $50 to test for like 3 days. So you spend $150 there. You can buy ClickFunnels free trial. Okay, if I started from scratch, I'd get ClickFunnels free trial for 2 weeks. Within the first few days, I would be getting traffic. Okay, that's the plan. You know, and I'd build the funnel in 1 day very quickly. I'd have it all planned out. I'd wait until, obviously, I'd have the knowledge and stuff if I didn't have the knowledge. And obviously, we're assuming I know the right direction. Now, there's some people who don't know the right direction, so they need a mentor to tell them to think of even doing any of this stuff. That's kind of the little paradox there. Sell something and focus on getting eyeballs on it 24/7. This is really, really powerful. So I don't recommend really do one affiliate offer. I recommend like picking one vertical. Okay, it could be health, wealth, or love, or it could be a trend or something. After you build the funnel, you're going to build a funnel. You can have upsells, you're going to have a low ticket offer, you could have high ticket in the back end too. But you need to focus 24/7 on getting people to this funnel. Use all the media platforms you can possibly find to do this. You should be creating content on multiple platforms. You should be boosting your content with paid ads 24/7. And you should be even paying other influencers in that space for traffic, okay, to your funnel. And you're going to be building an email list of buyers on the front end, not email list of just leads, but buyers, which is even better. And you're just going to be crushing it because you're focusing 24/7 every single day. Literally, this is like my strategy I'm giving people now. Like at this point, I'm just like, if you want to make money, build a funnel 24/7 all day long. The number one thing that will make you money is either make content or run paid ads to your funnel, okay? And when you have an email list, you can actually promote new offers whenever you want to. You can actually put up an email, you can create a good email sequence promoting affiliate offers in the back end. Like, it's so simple, okay? And your Tripwire funnel should, at the beginning of the funnel, have a less than $10 promo. And it should be constantly being optimized in everything. Split tests trying to beat the control 24/7 all the time. You should be trying to beat that control. Okay, I have a funnel right now, and the front end is just $1. Okay, I have quite a few funnels, but this one I'm talking about $1 Tripwire. So many people get in it. I do not know the conversion rate because I get it from multiple platforms, like I said. So I don't know the average conversion rate, but I think it's around 5%. And then I have an order bump that converts at like 60%. An order bump. Okay, then I have an upsell that's 20%. And then after that, I don't really know the other ones, but I have like 2 other upsells plus a downsell. Okay, that's all you need. In any niche, this works, literally. make sure you have an order bump. I'm telling you, you're missing out on money if you don't have an order bump. Now just model success is the other tip. So I would just look for someone with a successful business and I would just copy it. And it needs to be an online business. Usually it should be a funnel, and that's about it. Like literally I would just copy everything they're doing and do it better if I could. Make a better offer, better price point, better messaging, better copywriting, everything. Set goals and hit targets. So basically I would set my goal at, I don't know, maybe 100K in the first month or something, or the first 2 months at least. And that's so doable, bro. Like if you're working every day on hitting that goal, you may sacrifice health or whatever for a little while, but if you can be balanced, it's totally possible. But anyway, I would basically set my goal and I would divide it by how many days it would take until that goal needs to be achieved. Then I figure out how much income will I need per day to reach that big goal. And I believe I'd be able to hit that no problem, especially cash flow is so good with doing your own funnel. And that's why I would do it this way. Because cash flow pays out every 2 days. So you can literally flip cash so fast. It's the best thing, okay? Every 2 days, Stripe pays out. And Stripe is the payment provider you connect to your ClickFunnels. Next thing is be a learning machine is actually the last tip. We're going to talk about how to make money online, like big money online, which is super duper awesome when you make big money online because the input for the output, so it's exceedingly high. Okay, so because you have no expenses, so you have to come up with expenses because tax write-offs. But anyway, I got a bunch of notes as always, just from over the many years. So let's dive in here and give you some value. But in general, when I think about making money online, you got to keep it simple after you understand in depth each one of these things: how to get traffic, how to have a high converting offer, and how to build an audience that is hot traffic. That's how you make money online. But you got to know each one of those in depth. But we're going to share a bunch of stuff here. So there are ways to make money online, and these are a bunch of ideas real quick that you could do. And by the way, with online marketing, just making money online, there's a lot of income streams you can build, okay? You want to build the ones that are passive and maybe have one that's a little active income stream. But really at the end of the day, you just want passive income. Money should just be flowing to you. That's the real truth. You should be having money just flow to you consistently. And you should have funnels that you put money into with paid traffic and you make a lot out, okay? That's the goal. Really need to be successful. These are some ways to do it. Digital marketing. You could run marketing for other people and offer that as a service. I've worked at one of those agencies. I know everything about that agency type thing. And I even have run ads for people. It's great and stuff, but it requires a lot of management. So if you want to hire someone, you can do that. But that's kind of how you run that. It's very important, the trust factor and guaranteeing results when you run ads. Social media marketing agency. Next is a YouTube channel, is one of the most passive income streams for sure. As you know, I got 2 YouTube channels. My second one's massive, but my personal brand's gonna just blow up compared to that other one. Personal brands can be so much money because you're unique and people latch on to people. If you ever look at Elon Musk and people like that with the person behind the business, that's huge, okay? So understand that. YouTube channels from AdSense, you can make money for sure. I make extra 10K plus per month just from AdSense, which is nothing, because what you make from affiliate marketing and from your own stuff is exceedingly high. You could, another way is getting seed money for a minimum viable product you want to do. That's powerful. Next is Max Bounty. Sign up for Max Bounty, promote offers on there. I love Max Bounty. I love Crack Revenue. Those are the 2 I mainly talk about, but ClickBank for sure is good, and Digistore for sure is good. So those are the 4 horsemen, if you will, or whatever. But at the end of the day, those are the ones I work with the most. But you can work with anything and make plenty of money. You can make $1 million plus with just one network. SEO optimized sites is another way. So you could make a site, stick with it for a long time, maybe hire a content creation team behind it and everything, and rank in that niche and just have tons of content. But I recommend what's better than a blog is a YouTube channel. It also ranks SEO wise. Now, make a big software or app that solves a problem. Okay, softwares and apps can become a great passive income stream. So if you do that. If you want to code your own, learn how to do that. But you could totally hire people for so cheap to build your ideas out. Do some brainstorming and you'll come up with 10 ideas. Now go ahead and quickly launch them because money loves speed. It could be games, it could be softwares that solve a problem, it could be just a productivity app. You could look at all the top apps and try to combine ideas. And that's how ideas are formed. Instagram pages is a good one, Pinterest affiliate. Let's see. Yes, so Instagram pages, you could buy assets. You could buy a ton of Instagram pages, and then you could even push all that traffic of what you purchased to like a new page, and you could sell that page if you choose to, or grow it too. You could build up tons of pages, and there's businesses created out of just acquiring pages, building audiences, posting like crazy on these platforms, launching affiliate offers or their own offers. Like that's how they make money. But if you did the other way and focused on YouTube, you can make money from AdSense revenue, which is huge, and all that stuff. We'll do Q&A at the end, so just keep asking questions. Pinterest affiliate is interesting. So Pinterest for a while didn't do Amazon affiliate linking and even affiliate direct linking. Now you could literally make your own pins, and the link can go to affiliate offers and stuff. So that's like a cool thing. And you can like boost your pins to start proliferating across the platform. So you can boost the pin where other people pin it, and other people pin it, and other people pin it. Like it goes crazy. People pin the pin of the pin of the pin, and it just can get proliferated, which means it adds up rapidly. Outsourcing. So you could basically make money online. People outsource for help for different things. You can be the person they outsource to for video editing or marketing or even consulting and stuff like that, like literally. And you can outsource to others to save you time. Okay, it's like I love outsourcing. It's probably one of my favorite things. I got video editors I pay for outsourcing over Upwork. I have people I pay for thumbnails. I have people I pay for freaking voiceovers. And there's people you can pay on Fiverr for copyright, and they do a great job. So you just gotta go do some research, and you just fund the work they do, and then when they're done, you just pay them. And if there needs to be a revision, there's a revision. But if you know how to make money, and if you have money, you just start using your money to outsource. Like literally, it's crazy. You have a lot of time. Run ads on unique ad networks can be a way to make money. I mean, I guess. At the end of the day, big networks are big for a reason, and you make a lot of money with them. Okay, the secret to making money online. Always find a backdoor into your market. Keyword research. So you pick a niche, but then you do a bunch of research. You will find a loophole. You will find something other people are not doing, and you can also find a way to combine ideas for that niche and do it better. And usually that is relevant to content creation. Really, the truth is, in making money online, it's either you do content creation or you have a business selling stuff. And if you do both, you crush it. I'm telling you, bro. Okay, become the commodity by building an email list. So, basically, you become the commodity by building an email list. Basically, what they mean by commodity is, like, most people don't build an email list, so you actually own that traffic. And, like, that's powerful. Like, I have tons of emails. 6-figure amount of emails. So it's like you can send an affiliate offer to your list and you can make money, like serious money. Now, there's different lists that can make you more money than others. Like if you think about it, the core 3 niches, health, wealth, and love. If you pick one of those niches, let's say you have 100K subscribers on one of those lists, that's 100K plus because per month, per email. Not 100K per email, but like $1 or more per email. It can be very, very high due to the fact there's just so much you could sell in those niches. It's crazy. Next is never underestimate the power of incentives. I mean, at the end of the day, some of the most powerful people in the world understand that. It's true. They understand that if you incentivize someone enough, usually money is the power. You can get people to. That's how people have a ton of employees, which is powerful because that's like time you don't have, which now you pay for someone else's time to grow something bigger. It's very powerful. Never underestimate power of incentives. I cannot stress that enough. If you want to make money online big time, you can incentivize everything. It's crazy. Never underestimate that. Give value to the visitor. Realize it's all about them and they are all about themselves. And that's so true. It's called excessive self-regard tendency. People just only care about themselves and think they're the center of the world. And if they're not aware of that bias, then they definitely think they're the center of the world. And you can leverage that very powerfully. Okay, so how you do that is you can make everything about them, make the offer about them, use the word you a lot in copywriting is very powerful. There's just a lot of ways, but that's why certain huge brands like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and stuff have overpriced stuff. And if you do that too, it increases status, which makes them feel special. And if you make someone feel special, all of a sudden what happens, excessive self-regard makes decision-making processes faster. So most people don't understand that bias, but it's crazy. It's crazy powerful. Passive income. This is some passive income ideas for making money online real quick. So an email list is a huge one. Like I mentioned, like just having an email list with an email sequence is a passive income, selling stuff. Running paid ads is a passive income that requires very little maintenance and is the most desirable. And I have quite a few paid traffic freaking funnels with tons of different traffic sources. So I use Facebook, YouTube, Adult, and I've worked with all of these different traffic sources, but I can tell you right now, Facebook's one of the most powerful, and YouTube, because they got the most traffic. Adult's one of the most powerful due to the fact that, you can't get banned, you even have a problem with getting approved ads, and there's just so much volume, and if people do it right, you can crush it. The offers that work with Adult, I would say, is definitely the wealth niche and the love niche, and anything else you spy on that works. Like, for example, there's cam sites, there's dating sites, there's all these things. But things that are wealth offers work really well, always. It's crazy. If you're doing sweepstakes, definitely YouTube and Facebook ads work well, but you have to get around, everything there, and they're just kind of getting more strict. But I still have campaigns running for that, which is kind of cool. And then, if you build up a massive YouTube channel promoting sweepstakes, you can crush it, man. Like, literally. So do that. Okay, let's answer questions at the end. Content business, very passive income. Like, literally, you just do content once, it works for you forever. If you really contemplate and can comprehend the power of making content once and then it makes you money like 10 years from now too, plus even more years from now, that's huge. Content platforms that never die, like the content on, would be YouTube for sure. And then writing your own articles and stuff, like that never dies. And obviously your own paid products, those never die and last forever, and that's passive income. There's types of stuff you can sell. So there's written word, audio, and then there's visual, which is like video. So those are things you can sell. You can also sell physical and services. So those are things you can sell. You better sell at least one thing in each one of those categories. And then there's the recurring membership type stuff you can do too. And that can be powerful if you build it up very big. And that recurring thing adds up like crazy, bro. People stay on it for months on months on months. And it's just a recurring income stream that can guarantee you serious money. You can even set up a recurring income stream to be daily, which I don't recommend. But anyway, weekly, daily, monthly, yearly, you can have people pay, a recurring like that often. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. What are you willing to give up? Time, money, relationship, or status to make a lot of money online? What are you guys willing to do? You could sell, having 1,000 true fans is very powerful in making money online or in business in general. If you have 1,000 people that will buy every single time you have a new product, which is what business is all about, having customers and offering new offers and deals and products and services and stuff, you will always have a lot of money if you have 1,000 people who will buy every time. So you need to build up at least a customer base of 10,000 people, and you'll get like 1,000 people every time, trust me. As long as you have good products and stuff. And everyone by default pretty much has great products, I would say. As long as you give people great products and not nothing. Like, literally, that's all it is. And people overcomplicate that. It's very interesting. Ask audience what they want is huge. People do not use pools a lot. Like the pool where you ask a question and people answer, like to figure out what they're thinking is powerful. You could use a pool for everything. For a product name, for asking them how you could do better in the business, for asking them what they like more compared to different products you have or whatever. You could ask people so many things, it's crazy. And yes or no questions or multiple choice questions, stuff like that, or even just an open response question, it's huge. You can really figure out some powerful stuff. Find a product that they need is powerful or that they just in general want. Sometimes you can sell something that's crappy and just the marketing behind the thing is huge. So stacking cognitive biases and having great VSL and a great design for a page and a good price, it doesn't matter what you sell at that point. Like, people just want to buy a good marketed thing. Okay. But you should obviously fulfill something great. Okay, why start an online business? There's more free time. You can even hire people to do stuff for you. You control your income. I'm reading this here. You control your income. You give yourself a raise basically every single time you want. Okay, there's not much convincing here needed to convince anyone why start an online business is great, but here's the benefits. You get to be selfish for once. You can achieve health, wealth, and love and happiness because you have so much time and money. It's true. It's crazy. You get to be more spontaneous out of life. Go trips on whatever you want. Go trips wherever you want and do whatever you want whenever you want. And you could diversify your income. Have 10 businesses giving you 1K per month or something I wrote here. But at the end of the day, one business can outperform all the businesses. You have multiple income streams that just add up and make a massive income stream because they all add up. They all go to your bank account at the end of the day. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. So basically, TikTok's a big platform right now. People can make content and get pushed as long as they get enough watch time. Because it's not really about click-through rate on that platform. It's about watch time and then the ratio of people seeing the video and going to follow you and then the ratio of likes to views as well. So at the end of the day, if you model success on that platform, you can go viral very quickly. Now, you don't want to make videos that are 1 second long. You want to make videos over like 15 seconds. But at the end of the day, I put like a whole day or two into studying TikTok for a while there. Like, it was really good. Okay, so I know a ton about that. I need to implement those strategies. I'm telling you guys about TikTok right now. I need to implement it for my TikTok. Like, I have nothing on my TikTok. For a little bit, I was burning money, but that's not allowed with community guidelines, so I was just like, screw it. So if you want to grow on Instagram, that's probably the best platform other than YouTube to grow on. I mean, Facebook was the first, and yes, they're a dominant juggernaut in the freaking industry of social media platforms, but Facebook it's starting to die down, and I would say that Facebook groups is the only thing that keeps Facebook alive other than people that just don't want to change and leave the platform, like I'm telling you. But other than that, you know, if you grow on all platforms, that's the best way because it's free, you know? So what I recommend, you start a business and then you build a social media, same profile image, same freaking name across all platforms, okay? And then the same bio across all platforms. And you know what? It's free. And you can repurpose content across all platforms. You'll be omnipresent, which means you're everywhere. And, you know, you can get traffic from all these platforms because they all got freaking traffic. And your whole goal should actually push them to YouTube. So this is something you could do. You know, I like to focus just on YouTube. That's it. Just because, you know, you can make money from AdSense, so content is actually monetizable. But in general, it's powerful just to be on all the platforms. It really is. It's very powerful. So in general, of all the platforms, YouTube definitely best. YouTube builds better audiences and everything. But at the end of the day, you know, it's about taking the correct action. You need to form a strategy and then take action on the strategy the correct way. You shouldn't be like freaking wasting your time. Like, if you make videos that's a complete waste of time, then you wasted your time. You need to actually do the right stuff. And, you know, that takes trial and error or learning from the right mentor of what to do. So usually you should be in the health, wealth, or love niches because you can sell info products, okay? But in general, you could find a really hot offer, okay, on an affiliate network and promote that and make a lot of money, like crazy money, okay, just by making content around that offer. But I recommend have quite a few offers in a niche. Like, don't just do one. And, you know, at the end of the day, you should always create your own freaking, you could promote PLR products or make your own products, okay, but you need to have something that you can get 100% commission on, which means you sell it yourself. Okay, you sell it yourself. You need to have a Stripe account. Stripe account is great. You know, I really like Stripe. And then you can also click payments through PayPal sometimes. I mean, my PayPal has accumulated to over like $50,000 just sitting in PayPal just over time. It's kind of weird. But at the end of the day, use PayPal. But I don't think PayPal's like the best, so don't make that your number one way. Definitely collect cards, credit cards through Stripe, collect payments that way with sales funnels, with ClickFunnels. That's one of my favorite income streams because I can scale to the moon. The power of compounding over time, a bunch of knowledge, can really turn into something powerful. So you gotta be a learning machine. You gotta non-stop just freaking learn. Okay, and then, you know, and the cliche is true, you know, the more you learn, the more you earn. And I've met a lot of people in my life. When I say a lot, like a lot. And I test people to see. And it's very rare, obviously, when someone has the it factor, okay? And no offense, but I'm willing to bet most people watching this video right now, but everyone that will ever see this in all the years it'll be up, I'm willing to bet 1% or less have the it factor, no offense. But it is common though, that people that are in here could actually have a way higher percentage of the it factor because they're entrepreneurs. So maybe it's like 50%, okay? But if it was on like YouTube, I would say probably 1% of people, for sure. So that's kind of an interesting thing, but what's the it factor? High conscientiousness for sure is a big one. These people can not be as good in all the levels of conscientiousness. It takes years to actually attain that. But at the end of the day, you know, high conscientiousness can be developed. It can be acquired. But it's hard to be born with it, you know, like literally. But at the end of the day, you reach a point when you make so much money you don't know what to do with yourself, I swear. The only thing I need to focus on nowadays is just don't overeat. And then just like focus on being healthy. Let's see what questions you guys have here. Build trust and promote products. Yes. Mike knows what's up. This dude, listen to him. Okay, that's how you make money online. There's no other way. If you don't build trust with cold traffic, you're not gonna make money. And most people want to make money with cold traffic. It's attractive to them. But the way it's said to people is, oh, marketing. No, what marketing is selling cold traffic. Cold traffic it requires some of the highest skill sets in the world. Like, yeah, like I'm able to do it because it took me so long. Okay, let's look over here. Health is wealth, indeed, bro. Like if you're healthy, that's probably 100 million%. I'm not even gonna cut out the fact I said probably. It's 1,000,000,000% better to be healthy than wealthy. Because if you're fat and you got a lot of money, you know, you're not gonna be happy. Okay, and trust me, it's definitely not what you want to do. I think it's cool to be healthy. I think I prefer, like, I'm already healthy. Like, I'm already healthy, but I want to get even more healthy. That's the point. That's the thing. Like, when you make so much money, you don't have to do it yourself. You might as well work out all day. Adult traffic can work for anything, but adult traffic is the coldest traffic in the world. Like, so right now, most people can't make it work. But if I were to build a funnel for people, which I have done for your service, people can make it work with that funnel. Okay, it's done correctly. All they need to do is then optimize their ads, and that's the part most people mess up, is because they just simply, it's either they have the it factor or they don't, or they don't. Sorry, it's either you have the it factor or you don't. And if you don't have it, you need to keep working to acquire it, because like I said, you can acquire it. But the only people who really get rich is either they're very lucky or they get it given to them, which is rare, and definitely not desirable. Like, I'm so grateful I grew up in a poor family. I'm so grateful. Or the other way you acquire it is to acquire it. To acquire money through having the it factor. Hard work and smart work, especially smart work. Like, most people don't get rich from being my house managers here and think, if you're a beginner in affiliate marketing, I remember my first thing I did was Amazon affiliate. Definitely not good to do. Amazon affiliate gives you 3% commission. If you have a lot of volume of traffic, then you're going to make money with Amazon affiliate. But I prefer making money with sweepstakes. With, my second channel makes me like an extra $100,000 a freaking month. Okay, and it's growing. And how I do that is freaking these sweepstake offers, and the links in the description, building email lists, all that stuff. I link to an opt-in page of my own where I collect emails. I have like over 200,000 emails. And then I also link to like an offer wall of a bunch of offers, and I link to deliberate, high converting sweepstake offer. Okay. And you could do this with like CPA Grip, etc. But I recommend Max Bounty. Max Bounty is one of the biggest out there. You could also do affiliate marketing just for ClickBank offers. Make a ton of review videos and stuff. Like I'm telling you guys. Like if like homeless people just understood, if they just go to the library, and if the library doesn't have a webcam, freaking just go buy a webcam, connect it to one of the library computers, and then flip and make a YouTube account and sign up for free to ClickBank too, and promote a ClickBank offer, connect to your bank or whatever, or however, if you're homeless, and get a bank account, and you can get paid. Just make a bunch of review videos, do your best. But the problem is, I remember I was trying to figure out when I was beginning affiliate marketing what the heck it all was. But I was young, like the whole brain isn't developed yet, But at the end of the day, I think the next phase of the development of the brain is being able to be observant of how you feel when you experience something, and you can apply that to better experience that again. And if you don't understand that, rewind what I just said. But I think that's the next advancement, other than just being a smarter person. Or there could be some special telecommunication, or like the ability to read minds, maybe. I doubt it though. But everything is energy, I realize that. Like, it's all atoms. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm ranting today. And I'm definitely not mad. I'm definitely in peace and happy and tranquility, and I give back to people, and I give them money and all this stuff, because it just feels good. There's nothing better than that. Giving people money for no reason. But at the end of the day, I give to the homeless, I give to people in need. Stay strong, people. Out of the ashes you'll rise, or if you're already out of the ashes. Literally, internet marketing and getting attention and marketing in general, that is the most important thing when it comes to making money online. I was looking at just the other day this lady who teaches credit, and there's quite a few people who do credit, hair and stuff, because the economy's bad or whatever, and people have really bad credit scores. And so she basically reaches out to people and does like direct response marketing and like contacts them, but she also does a bunch of content marketing, just long form content. And you know what? She just turns on the camera and starts rolling. She was able to build a pretty good income. I don't know how much she makes, but I know that it's better than the average person. So this is what I've noticed in my life too, is like turn on the camera, make great content, and you could do that method. Or you can go the route that's even better and actually script some content and prepare content, okay, to do really, really well. There's several ways you can go about this, but in general, content marketing is the most scientific form of marketing out there, okay? Because you can throw out a lot of content as a test. Whatever does best, you can either double down on or run as ads. So you're essentially, this is the coolest part, you're throwing out content for free to see if it works, and when it works, you can run it as an ad. Does that make sense? Now there's another advanced strategy here, and I love to do this. This is kind of a top secret thing. I like to let others do the work for me and create the working content, and I will use the content for my ads because it's proven to work. This is something that makes me a lot of money online, okay? I will go in a niche and I will instantly go to YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, but mainly YouTube, and I will sort by, all these platforms have ways to sort by the most popular content in the niche, baby, okay? And you can literally take that content and run it as an ad and make a lot of money, okay? This is what I do. And there's very few people who do this and are smart enough to think about this, but now you know. That's one powerful thing because it works. It's proven to work, proven to be liked. And when something's liked by a lot of people and it has social proof, it's a better pre-frame for your product. Grant Cardone talks about this a lot. He talks about attention. I like to think, I'm sure he does too, that he's not someone who teaches sales necessarily. He's more so about get attention and a percentage will always buy. And I'm the same way, man. If you get enough attention around a thing, a percentage will always convert on whatever you're promoting or whatever you're selling, like you. If you're making your own product and selling that, you can make a percentage and actually a higher percentage of people will buy from you if it's you doing the content. But a percentage in general will buy your affiliate offer, convert on your sweepstake offer, or your email submit offer, or your affiliate offer, someone else's. Percentage will always buy. So it's all about getting attention. And when you know that, you win. And there's a lot of books about getting attention I could go into. I can show you some right now. I actually have them all around. Here's just two right here about attention. So this one's kind of about like virality. It's called Contagious. It's a good book. This one's called Hook Point, okay? How to stand out in a 3-second world. If you really want to get attention, this is a good book, advertising. But in general, pick a niche and stick to it. If you go all over the place, it's very bad. When we know this is the key to making money online, is money follows attention, guys. That's like the key. Money follows attention. So where attention goes, money be flowing in, baby. So now, how do you get attention? And these are going to be advanced tips I'm going to go into. How to actually get and acquire attention. Now, there's different forms of attention. Let's start with that. There's different forms of attention. There's attention that's very distracted attention. There's a demographic of young kids attention. Then there's demographic of people in college or people more educated than like a little kid type of attention, okay? So it's all about the different types of attention you're attracting, okay? And that comes down to the niche you pick and the niche you're in. Now, I recommend for everyone out there, if you're going to pick a niche, you have several options that actually make money. There's the one where you're solving a problem to people that do have money. So people who are above, let's say 25 years old, maybe with health issues of some sort. Maybe they're overweight. Maybe they actually have a very, very serious condition. Maybe it's diabetes, okay? When you have an offer that solves a pain point, you can write copywriting that is so persuasively powerful, it's insane, okay? So I highly recommend getting that niche. The other niche is, it could be a want niche. You can get into a want niche. It's easy to sell, kind of, but compared to solving someone's problem, it's way easier to solve someone's problem. If you look at health industries, they charge a lot of money to fix people, okay, and fix their health, because health is everything, okay, compared to money. And so when you're in the health niche, solving a problem, that's bigger. And I'm not just saying lose weight. That's not like it's deeper than that. And you can go deeper than that in niches like that. Everyone's got a financial issue. Everyone either wants to make more money, or people want to get out of debt, or people want to know how to save money or invest money. Like, money has so many subsets. You can crush it in the money niche and the love niche. Like, everyone wants to feel loved, okay? So the love niche can be a very powerful one, and you can hit on pain points or give them like reward bias, like tell them like what to do to get X result. Anyway, it's all about the attention you're acquiring. So it's either you go in the health, wealth, or love niches, and it's best if you hit on a pain point niche, and it's best if you target people that actually have some money in their bank account. You can target exactly. It's so powerful. YouTube ads is my favorite ad platform right now for a million reasons, but they have the most people, they have long form content, and your sales messages are more effective. And in-stream ads are the best. But you could target exact income earners just like you can on Facebook ads. You could target exact locations. You could target exact channels. You can literally have an AI working for you. It's a little more advanced than Facebook, but you get paid in proportion to the difficulty of problems you guys solve in the marketplace. Okay, let's say you start a YouTube channel and you're just pumping out content. That's great. I think having a lot of content's great, okay? I do that all day. Tons of content all day, different channels, mainly my entertainment channel. But now I'm going to do also a lot of content on my personal brand channel. I believe in the power of networking too. So making a lot of content is powerful. But let's say you were to put in a month time, like actual time's worth, like a month, and you work 2 hours a day for a month on one video in a big broad topic, okay? How do you think the video is going to perform? I guarantee it'll get over 1 million views if you put effort and redo scenes, you're you're planning, you're scripting, you're preparing, go through phases of the editing processes. You have multiple editors who go through different phases. Like, you can go in depth on this. And the same thing applies for if you build a funnel, how much effort are you going to put in your funnel? You're just going to make a landing page, have a headline you take from the offer you promote. Let's say you're doing affiliate marketing and you're just selling logically. You need to be hitting on every cognitive bias you can if you want higher conversion rates. The more cognitive biases you have, the better. You need to hit on logic, emotion, and fear in that order of emotion, logic, then fear. You need to know the reasons why people don't buy and why people do buy, and you need to have a way longer sales page. Like it should go like boom, like forever, basically. And you can always add into it every single day. But you want to test out ideas very quick. But anyway, let's say you put in a ton of time into a great niche, the right audience that has money that will buy. Let's say you do that, okay? You're going to have way better results if you do that. That's just how it works. That's how I do it. I put in a lot of time into my funnels, like a lot of freaking time. And I'm always split testing, always improving, always analyzing. Like making money fast is real. Like, especially with paid ads and with scientific marketing, like doing content. Like content that is going viral is a way to make money fast. And you can make content in viral trending topics. You have that option, okay? But in general, the long-term approach to making money is always the best because it's the most predictable, because when you go with something long-term, it's going to be making you money years from now. A trend only lasts a while now. You can get a major spike of income if you understand trends. And then the other thing, guys, attention. So how do you acquire attention? What things have you noticed get attention? Now, this is interesting. I just thought of this just now. The thing that grabs attention in your daily life is the thing you should be leveraging to get attention now. The things that already have proven to get attention, and the biggest channels in the world or influencers in the world or companies, they understand how to get attention. So look at that. The biggest rappers in the world, even if you don't like them, or musicians, they know how to get attention. Model success is what I'm saying. And in your daily life, you should be tracking this as much as you can because it's like real-time feedback. You'll know what grabs attention of the people around you. Okay, and you need to break it down. Or you can see what they did that grabbed your attention because you're aware of this. Okay, and you can leverage that. So things like yelling and excitement and passion and calling someone's name out. These things get attention. Wearing things that get attention. Accessories, hairstyles that get attention. Just being in something that has attention already and talking about those topics. You'll notice in your daily life, if you have a family or if you have friends or something, whatever they're talking about and you're talking about, that's a trend that will last a few months or more. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Because you could make a huge income from understanding that thing. You could start a YouTube channel just about that thing and you can make a lot of money for quite a few months. Then you can pivot to the next trend relevant to that trend that it's in. That's just one way. You could make a product just for that trend. Okay, there's way more ways, but those are just a few ideas. Where attention goes, money flows, and to acquire attention, it requires, don't be boring first off, to acquire attention. Boring does not work, and it never will work. I've never seen it work, like ever. The only time I've seen it work is when someone, like for example, like a big brand person, like it has to be a person actually. The only way they keep and hold attention, but it's still hard for the individual to watch the person, is if the person already has established major social proof. So if you've ever seen a rapper go on like an interview show, they can hold and keep attention just because they have high social proof. That's a cognitive bias. That's a loophole in the brain for people's decision making that makes them decide unconsciously that they're going to watch. It's very powerful stuff I'm talking about here. And social proof at the end of the day is an accelerator in all areas of life. I'm talking networking, I'm talking dating life, I'm talking income, I'm talking business. It's an accelerator all the way. Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about what people crave, what they crave, like what they're looking for. The products and the ads and the everything that people are looking for. And we're going to cover growth hacking any business, how to do that. Because growth hacking can take a business from 0 to hero very fast. So we're going to cover that. So what do people crave? People crave novelty. What is novelty? Something unexpected, something surprising, okay? Something amazing, really, or it could be maybe not amazing. Something novel is just a pattern interrupt in a way that's different, but new, and all that, okay? And you'll see some of the most successful ads and products are novel. So a couple examples would be Apple. The company Apple is very novel. They have more users for a reason. They're more novel. Let me see. So use novelty as a product angle and as an ad. So especially ad. I see novelty. It's good to have good products. Okay, depends if it's physical or digital. Digital has many angles you can go for make it high quality or whatever. But physical needs to be quality for sure. And the marketing is always what matters, no matter what. So novelty is a great way to make an ad. How do you do it? You just go a mainstream route of making a normal ad. Then you add in some surprise or a strong hook in the beginning that's just like, whoa, that was unexpected. Doesn't need to be loud, doesn't need to be crazy. It can be something very, very normal, okay, but just opposite than expected, because humans get bored from watching something, an ad for example, when they know what to expect. And by the way, the brain is very powerful. Your brain's very powerful. I'm sure you can see this. When you know what you're most likely going to expect, it literally gets boring. Now, stories, for example, and movies are very great because, and boring movies, by the way, are when you know the ending and it's going to be something and you guarantee it. But a lot of times, stories don't turn out the way you expected. So the human brain loves stories, like so much, because that's how we actually really learn through stories. We love it. And a story's framework is usually the attractive character, the character with maybe like who's a reluctant hero, or a character who's a victim, or a character who's funny or something. And then they get sent on a journey, but in the journey there's a lot of conflict. Conflict creates connection and emotion. Now humans want to know the answer to the problem and the conflicts. So the end is the outcome, okay? The solution, if you will. And by the way, the character goes on the journey because they're seeking a desire. And the desire has 4 different types. There's to stop, to escape, to win, and to retrieve, okay? So anyway, novelty is a great way to go. And by the way, a story can always be novel, a great angle. That's all I'm saying. Now, what else do people crave? New. People crave new. What is new? Something that can be just saying it's new. So, it could be for a digital product in the health niche. You could say a new diet, and then you give it a name. You name the diet. Or you could just say a diet that actually is a diet, and you can call it new. Like, let's say keto diet or something. You call it the new diet, okay? Really powerful to say that. Just in general, the word new is so powerful to getting clicks, getting attention, and getting purchases, because people see it as new. If it's something that was similar to something they already have purchased and you don't say new, that's bad. Okay, because you're going to not get high conversion rates. And you want high conversion rates. This is what people are looking for. This is what people respond to. Next is free. People respond to the word free a lot. So this is why the beginning of a value ladder of your funnel should be give some stuff or one thing for free in exchange for their email address. Or if you do a free plus shipping type offer, you could do that. People still respond to that well. But with front end ads, when you run an ad, for example, when you say you're giving something for free, you're gonna get way more clicks, okay, to your website. When you're actually selling something and you don't use the word free, the clicks you're getting are people interested in the offer, okay, just so you know. That's what happens in that scenario. Next is reward bias. So basically that means free, but people respond in general to anything that releases dopamine. So basically reward and dopamine is a very effective thing, okay? The more dopamine triggers that happen from inside of a product whenever someone buys, and more dopamine triggers that can happen inside an ad, powerful. So what releases dopamine? Basically, attractive girls, hot girls, very rare things, very exclusive things, like I'm talking diamonds, for example, or like Gucci or like special brands. These things grab attention, okay, and actually release dopamine. Another dopamine trigger can be the end of a story, like the outcome of a story, knowing the solution to a conflict, okay? The reptilian brain is what we are marketing to, okay? And then the emotional brain, and that's basically the same thing, okay? And then the logical brain when they're ready to buy. But we just want to use things that really, really trigger this reptilian brain, which means fight or flight, and also looking for threats, okay? That's what it does. In your marketing, if you use an ad that kind of like calls to the reptilian brain, like, oh my gosh, warning, or some threat to their brain, not to their brain, but like in whatever niche, like the angle should be like a threat angle. This is one angle you can go with ads. Let's say you're doing like hair loss. So you're like, Every man is about to lose their hair in the next 3 months because of this one thing they're not aware of. So you're using curiosity there, you're using through that angle, but then you can transition on the landing page to do a story about someone who's losing their hair, they found a solution, and you have facts and statistics about people, how they can lose hair, how many can lose hair or something, and then you promote this hair loss offer. Okay, that's a really good angle. It's really powerful. I'm sure you can see why that's powerful. If you do this, you will make money. And if you have upsells after that, like if you collect an email list and then you have more offers after that, if you're doing affiliate marketing, you can crush it. Okay, this is very powerful stuff. Next is people spend over 6.5 hours per day online because of novelty. And why I'm saying that is because people wouldn't spend so much time online or on their phones unless it was novel. They never know what to expect next. Okay, that's why you never stop scrolling, or you eventually do. But you go through Instagram, Facebook, and people go through all this stuff. And they go through an endless loop of it. And there's always new content too. So there's always new, it's all free, and it's all novel. And the only stuff they're looking for is novel, really. Like, in the back of their mind, they're looking for novelty. And they're looking for dopamine. So these are the things people crave. People instantly leave boring, and people instantly leave non-novel. So if you look at the top trending on any of these social media sites, you'll see what people actually are craving, because they're the top things. That's what attention is going to. They're some of the biggest influencers in the world. They're some of the biggest companies in the world. There's a reason why they are the biggest. Model success, notice the patterns. It will always be because they're using elements of high reward, high dopamine, a lot of new, a lot of free, and a lot of novelty for sure. Okay? Very special, very unexpected, very surprising, very cool. Okay? Growth hack any business and get fast and amazing results is the next thing I want to mention. Okay? This is powerful stuff. So, how do you growth hack a business, and what is it? It's basically a way of scaling a business or accelerating its success quicker than ever. So, how do you do that, right? And there's a lot of tips to this, okay? But yeah, also another definition of it is incentivizing others to share your business, okay? Incentivizing them to share it. And how you do that is you offer something for free in exchange for them to share with some friends or family or all of the above, okay? How do you growth hack a business? Definitely do paid ads, definitely do paid methods. Be able to spend the most to acquire the traffic due to the fact you have so many offers, especially high ticket allows you to do that. So whatever niche you go into, you need to think of some way to do a high ticket thing. That's how you really growth hack. You don't need VC capital, you don't need to get a loan or credit card stuff to growth hack a business. You really only need your money and a good strategy and method. You need a lot of offers, and you need to spend a lot to acquire the customers. So what I mean by that is acquisition cost. So let's say you have a cost to acquire a customer for, let's say it costs every single time you sell maybe whatever product may be, it costs you $20, and then on average you make $60. So you can spend quite a bit because you're making $60. So let's say, and by the way, business, I forgot who said this, he's really smart. He said, all business is you're in the business of acquiring customers. So your whole goal is to get a lot of customers. Your goal is not get traffic or get sales or whatever. Your goal really truly is just get customers. So let's say it costs you every single time it costs you $60 to get a sale, which is very rare unless you're selling something for thousands, you know. Let's say it costs you $60 to get a sale, and on average you make $60. You're acquiring customers at break even, bro. So, and let's say the profit margin is all 100% of the $60. It's like there's no other hard costs really involved there. So you exactly are making back that money. So you're growing at break even. And all you need to do is really split test things to make the conversions go higher or increase your prices. You make more money. So you are in a profit at break even, and now you're acquiring a bunch of customers. All you need to do is spend as much as you can per day that you can afford and acquire customers. The whole point of business is acquire customers, because after you have that, and if they like the product, and remember just what people crave, just offer more offers after that. New. People want new. And by the way, a buyer is a buyer is a buyer. People are going to keep buying from you unless you stop selling them stuff or offering stuff, because the percentage is always just going to buy. Okay, upsells are key. It lets you have a higher average order value. So remember that. This is how you can growth hack a business very effectively, because after someone buys something, if you don't have upsells, they're not going to buy more things. They're not going to have that opportunity. So give them the opportunity to buy more stuff right after they buy. And the best time to sell to someone is right after they buy something, okay? And then the next thing I want to mention here is Increase traffic, increase average order value, and increase the frequency of purchases is how you can grow a business really big. So you want to get people into recurring, and you want to get people into high ticket stuff, which can increase your average order value. And then you want to just simply increase your traffic. You want to scale to many traffic sources when you know your numbers. And you can know your numbers very quickly. You can know your numbers in the first week of advertising, okay? Now, big accelerator to all this is have a brand story is one. Okay, this is how you can grow fact selling because people share stories. People talk about it. Next is a status increase. What's a status increase? A lot of times what people see as a status increase can be actually the price of the thing. They see it as, oh my gosh, this is more expensive, this is cool, okay, it's status increase. The other thing that can increase the status, and by the way, everyone goes after status, it's the mammalian brain, one of the 3 parts of the brain. Social proof and scarcity, okay, and good value stuff and higher price. This is seen as higher status, okay? So if you go that route, that's better. You're going to get more money. So when you go with the scarcity angle and when you go with high social proof and you have high social proof because you're running a lot of traffic anyway, you're going to get that and people are going to buy more. So that's a big accelerator to your business. You'll notice if your customers are aware that your business has millions of customers or something, that's seen as high status because it's got a lot of social proof, okay? An epiphany bridge is another thing. It's a script for bridging the gap between whatever mindset they may be in and the offer. So it's the best format of a story that can sell something. So another accelerator is also get your customers to spend over like 7 hours with you in a way. So you could have a lot of content for your business or your personal brand, whatever way you want to go. If you want to go just a business route, you can have customers you pay to make content. I mean, the content route is the best. So, and they make content relevant to your brand or whatever niche you're in. And what happens is people go on 7-hour dates or something with you over time by consuming a bunch of different content. And that builds a lot of know, like, and trust and connection with you. And now they're going to buy more stuff. Biggest influencers and most powerful influencers in the world are YouTubers because people spend so much time on average with them. It's crazy. There's nothing really like, I mean, if you do YouTube plus Instagram plus all the platforms, that's perfect. You can spend more time with people. But people who do Instagram as Instagram influencers don't have as powerful of a following as people who do YouTube, just so you know. Some of the most powerful brands in the world are now personal brands who have followings that freaking love them, you know? So it's really powerful. New opportunity. So people want a new opportunity, like I mentioned before, it's really powerful. You might as well celebrate and have a party if you have a break-even funnel. So if you have something where you're spending $1 and making $1 back or more, you're literally going to be rich, okay? I have a couple funnels just like this, and they make me money every single day. Like I'm getting 5 to 10x ROIs every single day on different things. And then there's campaigns you'll make like 2x to 5x, okay? So it's like definitely worth it because you're investing money and making more money back, you might as well keep going. And the point is you're acquiring leads and customers. That's the whole goal here. Business is about that, nothing else, okay? Now, you want to push people to your core offer, I'm sure. And your core offer, you can go several ways with this. You can literally make your core offer a recurring offer at a mid-ticket price. That's always good to go with, okay? You can really grow a massive business by just doing that. Anyone can do this. You really don't need 3 things. You need the different accelerators I talked about, but you definitely need a value ladder, okay? And just some good marketing around everything. Watch this video again and you'll literally be ahead of the world in marketing. Like, I kid you not. What I'm saying is have a low ticket and have a free thing too. So have a free thing, have a low ticket, have a mid ticket, and then have a recurring thing too. Have quite a few things of each of these categories too, but definitely have a high ticket. And you'll be able to spend a lot on traffic and not even like worry. Like it's amazing. So I have a lot of high ticket stuff I sell in my different stuff. Sometimes I'll just use an affiliate offer as a high ticket thing too. It's really powerful. These notes here that I have from a while ago, a long time ago, really powerful stuff to talk about here. So we're going to talk about something very important, which is investing in your business and how to do it and the mindset of how to do it. Because if you, I'll just get right into it. Like if you invest in your business 24/7, what's going to be the result from that? It's going to be insane ROI. It's going to be insane consistent revenue. So it's all about setting up your system and your business in the correct way though, and then just investing in it in a million ways. Like let's say you did the type of business that's like a content creation business. So not just is it investing in ads that can make you money, but it could be investing in a better product, better content, better tools to create the content. Whatever it may be in my life that I'm investing in regarding a business expense, I don't think twice. I just buy it okay? And the reason why that is so important is because first off, you save time. And the second thing is it's a tax write-off. And another thing is it's going to make you more money back because you're doing the right thing. Whatever you do, when you invest in business, you're going to make more money back. Okay, just have the right system. And the right system will always be a good value ladder, which means you have a lot of offers at different price points. You're going to win, okay? Even if you just have low ticket and a high ticket, you're going to have a profitable business, as long as they are getting sales or conversions in general. So a funnel regarding just low and high ticket that I'm thinking about is the sweepstake funnel that I talk about a lot. Basically on the front end, you're converting a sweepstake offer, and then on the back end, you have just some sort of high ticket offer. It could be over $100, which is really not high ticket, or it could be to thousands of dollars. But at the end of the day, the more high ticket, the more you can spend, and that becomes your budget. I love Tripwire funnels by far. Not just opt-in funnels are the best, but Tripwire funnels crush it. Okay, if you're doing free traffic methods, you could send people to an opt-in on the front end, wherever you're sending people with free traffic, mainly YouTube or Instagram. You'd send people to, then you'd send them instantly to a high converting offer, but first a bridge page, and then you'd have a great email sequence. But with paid ads, the best funnel by far is either doing PR products or doing your own products and building a tripwire funnel that, is great at break even. And it's going to be way better than an opt-in funnel. Opt-in funnels can still be profitable with cold traffic, don't get me wrong. But tripwire funnels are much more easier to get profitable, okay? Because you're at 100% commission in a way. Like if you're doing affiliate marketing, you're earning a percentage. But if you're doing like your own stuff, the cash flow is also there. Like the cash flow is insane if you're doing your own stuff, because with Stripe pays out every 2 days or even basically daily, and your cash flow is crazy. Like my cash flow right now is insane. Like I'm able to scale if I wanted. Like I could spend $100,000 a day. Like it's insane. Like you could literally do that if you wanted to, just because the cash flow is so crazy. You reach a point where you can spend tons per day. But the point is, the audience only has so big. New people enter new markets every day, so you might as well get in front of them with whatever you do. It's pretty important to understand that new people enter the markets each day, whatever market it may be, whatever industry it may be. So get in front of them, and whatever your budget needs to be to get in front of all of them, do it. Like, if you could advertise to the whole world something that everyone would be interested in, would you do it? Like, yeah. So the coolest investment by far, obviously, is paid ads, is what I'm getting to, but in general, whatever you do that's investing in your business, you shouldn't see it as it's a waste of money at all. It never is. And this is something that elite marketers need to understand. Like there's several things you can invest in: your brain, your business, stock market, or real estate, and then you can invest in networking. But at the end of the day, one of the best investments will always be just growth. Okay, now when you start a business, let's talk about this. When you start a business, your business is going to go downish, okay? But there are secrets, but there's always loopholes. Your business can be at break even or profit at growth, okay? When first starting. So how do you do that? You do it at break even, which is very powerful. So let's say you build a business, whatever its core offer could be. Maybe your business is just one product. You basically have a business if you have one product. Basically, a business is selling stuff. So at the end of the day, let's say you do a front end thing of selling that you're selling, and let's say that you're at break even selling with the Tripwire, you're doing online marketing, for example, and you're at break even acquiring customers. In the back end, now you push people to your business. If people did this with Shopify, they did front end funnels and push people to a store front of a bunch of products. That's great, okay? But anyway, that's one way where you can actually grow at a break even amount, or even a profitable amount right off the bat. But usually businesses will start low, like they need maybe investment or bootstrapping just to get customers, because business is about getting customers. There's nothing else it's about, okay? An audience is good, but the wrong audience is bad. It's pointless to have an audience that won't even want to buy something, okay? Usually that comes down to the age. But we all know what everyone's interests are, usually, which is health, wealth, and love niches, okay, if you're doing any online marketing in general. But then there can be sub-problems, that people need solutions to. But anyway, there's a slope, and then it reaches profitability and starts going up again, okay? So that's really the timeline of a business when it's starting off the ground. So businesses I've started when I was younger always were not profitable right off the bat, and it took a while to reach profitability. But let's get to a question real quick. On what traffic network do you promote your Max Bounty offers? Do you promote them directly on Max Bounty or on an adult network? So I like to promote mainly on Facebook and YouTube, and I do a ton of, obviously, free traffic with YouTube, sending to Max Bounty offers, as you guys have seen. So literally, that's basically the main thing. And then I'll have like funnels I'm running with Facebook ads, just different like offers here and there. But my main traffic source is actually free traffic, which is really cool for Max Bounty specifically. But for adult, with adult, there's a bunch of things you can do, but I mainly promote correct revenue offers with adult, okay? Because they have a bunch of dating offers on it to keep it congruent. But you can obviously promote sweepstakes with adult, like you totally could. You just need to have a good angle, okay? So that's basically it there. And when you invest in your business, guys, there's no reason to be worried, okay? At the end of the day, you like Amazon for a while, I don't know if they're at profit anymore, but basically they have a lot of accountants, I'm sure, and stuff. They'll spend everything on advertising, everything on product development, everything on employees, everything on buildings, everything on like making the best products possible, everything on keeping some low profit margins because lowest price wins and gets customers. So yeah, they paid like $0 in taxes for many years, basically around that amount based on how much they make. And that's how you should treat your business, especially at the end of the year. So towards the end of the year here, I'm going to be spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads. And it's overwhelming in a way, but at the same time, it's really cool because what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest it all in paid ads, but not take the money out until the start of the next year. Does that make sense? And also you can put your money into what's it called, an individual retirement account. It's called an IRA. And you can put some money there, that's tax write-offable. Okay? There's a lot of cool tax write-offs, and you know, that's what business is so cool about. Like, you could have an LLC or an S Corp or a total established business or even a sole proprietor business, and you can get tax write-off advantages. That's the cool part of living in this country. So yeah, when you own a business, you're gonna win. Okay? Just know the right strategies, keep learning all the time, and know the loopholes, because you can basically pay $0 in taxes, which is very cool. Because employees, like everyone's an employee if you think about it, like 99% of the world, they pay more taxes than either I would be paying or Buffalo would be paying or like billionaires are paying. Like they're paying like $0 in taxes basically. Okay, so that's a huge secret to business. Investing in your business, remember, can also be investing in your brain. And by the way, it's a tax write-off to invest in your brain, get a mentor, buy a course, etc. Buy books. Books are a tax write-off. So I have a ton of books. Like, it's crazy. I love freaking books. If there's one thing I love to collect, I've collected all my life. Different things like coins, stamps, pins, hats, all these things, shirts. And the one thing I love the most, knives. I love knives. Books. Books. Elon Musk would read, I don't remember how much it was said, but he would read over like 10 hours a day growing up. Is that crazy? Like, what the heck? Dude, freaking Elon Musk could read, like, so much. It's crazy. So the next question here is, what is your favorite book? My favorite book, regarding different niches here, my favorite book inside maybe the business and marketing niche would be the series of .com Secrets, because it's just so condensed. But then there's a couple others right here, actually, that I love. There's this one, there's this right here, and this one right here. These are a couple good ones. Unconscious Branding, really good book. Talks about, the mammalian brain, the neocortex, and the reptilian brain. And then this is Contagious book, 1 million followers. Then there's a book called Riveted. Don't know where that is right here. It's probably somewhere else. Very powerful book called Riveted, I recommend. And then there's one called Cashvertising right there. Cashvertising is a powerful book. So there's a lot of favorite books I have. I should make some videos on the YouTube channel about books like that I like and that I recommend to people. But then there's like spirituality books that are powerful, like Sixth Sense type stuff. Right here. These books are cool. Okay, so let's show you them. The Pineal Gland, The Eye of God. Like, I'm not the most religious person, by the way. But these are kind of interesting to me because I have noticed, like in my business, when you do certain affirmations, you actually will randomly get sales like crazy. It's weird. But anyway, I have a video inside the Elite Club talking about the power of this top secret thing I do that gives you a ton of sales. Okay, that's really crazy. Because all you gotta do is take action. The rest will take care of itself if you do the right things. Because everything's energy from what I'm realizing. We really don't understand what we think we understand, okay, about this world. So, at the end of the day, you need to learn as much as you can. Okay? But anyway, I just wanted to mention, like, you gotta invest in your business, you gotta invest in your brain, you gotta non-stop take action. You gotta see every investment in your business as a wonderful thing, and especially into growth. If you invest every dollar you make into your business back into your business, what's gonna happen? It's gonna grow, and then you just launch a new product, and then you're profitable. Hopefully you're making a lot of money today. You better be. If not, take action. Okay, so let's talk about making money for a minute. Basically, to make money, you need to just take massive action and have correct systems in place, correct structure in place, and you need to be laser focused. Okay, so I'm serious. You need to be crazy laser focused. That's very important. By the way, this is a Mr. Beast shirt signed by his little crew or whatever. So that was when he did a product launch. And the reason why he did a product launch is very clever, and I'm going to explain that just for fun real quick. So Mr. Beast basically gets sponsors to fund videos, right? That funding of the video pays for the video, but everything else is profit. His marketing plan, so what's called our business plan, is basically that, and then all profit is the AdSense revenue from the video, and it lasts forever, don't forget that. And then the merch sales, because that's the only company that he's really running that he's actually selling stuff. So it's just that, and then AdSense revenue, which is very powerful. He does that with all sorts of videos, all across the board. But when he wants to raise money for a big influx of traffic for bigger videos, he's going to do a launch. So he did, and he's done before, launches like this with signed stuff to raise capital for bigger assets. And just so you know, digital real estate is very real, and he's doing it very well. I'm not saying this because I think everyone should do this. I'm saying this because this is a great business model to model. Basically, run paid ads at break even, and if you're profitable, that's great. But break even equals wealth, because there's an interesting concept. It's very powerful, which is if you acquire customers, you're going to make more money. So business is about getting customers and leads, okay? Then traffic is just all you focus on. So what you do is you basically acquire leads and sales to get customers, then you do a launch. So that's the example there. But now let's dive into these questions we had. I'm going to refresh the screen for those questions, see if there's any more. Okay, here we are, perfect. All right, cool. Let's start with the first one. Okay, traffic strategies and traffic secrets. So I'll give you a couple secrets about traffic, why not? So traffic is obviously that thing you want to be laser focused on, okay? Because when you have something to sell and when you have systems in place, your number one focus should be traffic. So what are the income producing activities you could do that actually gets you traffic? Now that's important because there's a lot of activities you could do all day, right? There's a lot of distractions. There's a million videos out there you could be watching and wasting time with. It depends on video. Are you learning or are you consuming? That's important to remember. So anyway, my point is you need to focus on income producing activities when you do traffic. That's what traffic is. What's an income producing activity? It is making video ads. It is making actual ads themselves. It is split testing things. It is optimizing conversion rates. And it is making like free content to bring people into your brand or your business, okay, and push them to more stuff. Because they're your customer now from your front end funnels and that you're focusing on. Okay, I could go more in depth on that, but I won't for a minute. But basically you have your front end funnels that bring in customers 24/7 leads. But then you want to make sure you're following up with them because the fortune's in the follow-up. It's stupid if you acquire customers and don't do anything with that, okay? And if you do affiliate marketing, a version of a customer in that case that you can collect data on is do an opt-in before sending them to the offer. Okay, and then follow up with them. With high ticket is your number one go-to in that case. And you're gonna make so much money you won't know what to do with yourself. Okay, I wake up to thousands of dollars right now. Thousands. Imagine waking up to thousands of dollars. How I'm able to do that is I built systems and I run traffic and I get a lot of traffic every day for all my various things I'm doing. And it's amazing. And we're gonna make some big moves happen here, guys. Get ready. I have some of the most powerful stuff that I'm gonna be doing in the next month. It's just freaking crazy, okay? And you can do it too. There's no reason why you can't. You have a beating heart, you are breathing right now, and you have a powerful thinking brain. But then what you do as an income producing activity is you make VSLs as well. You make obviously the video ads and stuff, and then you're going to basically, if you do digital products, which you could charge high ticket amounts for, if you or someone else is very skilled at something, whatever that may be, health, wealth, or love, those are problems everyone faces that never ends, and everyone wants more of, or better versions of. Very powerful concept for you to mention that. And then you should be split testing conversion rates and doing things that can optimize that. So 25 cognitive biases, Lollapalooza approach is what you want to go with your landing pages. I mentioned that a lot, right? But it's so true. So if you go ahead and you split test a landing page that has 3 cognitive biases on it compared to one that has just 1 on it, you're going to do better with the one that's 3 because of Lollapalooza tendency. If you have one split test with 5, you're going to do better than the one with 3. But people buy off emotion. And it is kind of one of the decision-making processes of the 25 biases, which is reward bias. When someone listens to a story, is what I'm trying to say, it's kind of like a combination of many biases. Because people buy off emotion, and it creates likability, and it creates reward bias. It creates social proof, if you put that in the story itself, like social proof of people liking it. It creates curiosity for the thing, if it'll work for them because it worked for you or someone else you're talking about in the story. Because when there's a lot of conflict, it creates emotion, and when there's a solution to that conflict inside the story that's relevant to what you offer and the affiliate offer you're promoting or whatever offer you own, you're gonna crush it. It's crazy, and the more sad the conflict is, the more money you will make. The more horrible it is, the more money you will make. So go look at ClickBank offers, the top ones in the health niche, just for example. And their stories they use are very extreme conflict, and then the solution is the offer. This works. And if you want to have a template for it, use the Epiphany Pro script. So at the end of the day, traffic is not necessarily a problem, is my point. Your problem is having a system and a value ladder in place. Then you can get all the traffic you want and you can have fun split testing stuff, and that's when marketing's fun. You just nowadays need to have the right strategy. So the right strategy, once again, have a lot of offers to promote, okay? And have the correct follow-up sequences and just have a decent conversion rate. And if you're breaking even when you run the test of ads, I recommend just freaking run like 10 grand to 1 grand right off the bat, okay? And have something to sell for 1,000 or 10,000 in your back end, or have something to sell for even $500 to $100 if you're in a different niche. But everyone wants to make money, so in the back end of any funnel you do, this is top secret, any funnel you do, you can have something about making money, building wealth, anything that's high ticket. And a percentage will buy that, and you need to have that because that allows you to spend so much on ads. You're able to acquire tons of leads and tons of conversions in affiliate marketing on the front end of your funnels. And if you're at break even, which I have a lot of freaking funnels at break even, you should be throwing a party. And I throw parties, bro. And I'm telling you right now, you will, okay? All you need is one successful one. I have a lot, and I don't need to have a lot, but it's fun. Like, marketing's freaking awesome. And if you're gonna be a doctor and go to work every day, do that. But all that us as marketers, elite marketers need to do is just increase conversion rates, run more traffic, think outside the box a little, and have fun. I discovered what life truly is, and it's just have fun, be playful, okay? Enjoy life. Because true human happiness is not being serious. It's actually being joyful, okay? And once you have all bases covered, you're gonna actually have true fulfillment and happiness, which by all bases covered, I mean health, wealth, and love in your own life. And that's super, super awesome, okay? That's all I can say about that. And anyway, don't be a serious person. Enjoy life, and obviously crack the code to make money online, which I'm sure you've cracked by now just by watching this video. Now you just need to take action. Don't overthink the products you create or the funnels you create. All you need is different varying price points if you do your own stuff. And in affiliate marketing, all you need is varying different commission price points that you get paid. You need one that's low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket. You'll make money. It's so simple. Don't overthink this stuff. Okay, this is just insane. You could buy a Lamborghini, you could buy a Ferrari, you could buy a mansion. It's all doable. It's all extremely doable. And the fact that society has made you think that it's not is messed up. Okay, I'm here to tell you, you can literally buy Lamborghinis, you buy Ferraris, mansions, you can build massive companies, you can acquire all the traffic in the world you want. All you need is a great value ladder and good offers. You should always be optimizing those offers. Okay, so once again, the answer to this person's question, which is just he wants traffic secrets, Patrick said. At the end of the day, it's not a traffic problem, it's a value ladder problem. So don't forget that. That's super, super huge to have a new like epiphany for. Okay, so hopefully that changes your ideology and all that. Okay, really powerful stuff. Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is the best product for a beginner. So as a beginner, you don't want to be promoting something that's a mistake a beginner would do, which is a low converting offer. And when you think of a product, you can either model a successful product and make it your own, or you can go ahead and you can find an affiliate offer that's high converting and do that. Okay? Do a high converting offer and you're gonna crush it. Okay, as a beginner, just find a product that works. And as a beginner, if you don't want to do affiliate marketing, model success of successful like sales pitches and landing pages and sales pages and actual offers and products. Model that if you do your own. Okay, that's the answer to that question. And you can ask your affiliate managers, hey, what's a good high converting offer for the blankety niche on this network? They're going to tell you, duh, right? They're going to tell you. So you're going to promote that as a beginner and you're going to crush it. And on the front end of your funnels, like I mentioned, and then in the back end you have high ticket. If in the front end of your funnels you have a high converting offer, you're going to make conversions. It's very simple. Okay, sweepstakes convert all day long for me. I probably got a couple hundred sweepstake conversions just while I'm making this video. Okay, so when you're doing just random menial tasks, you're more motivated, by the way, and you're happier because you're freaking crushing it. Or you can just, so there's this thing called congruence. And I study a lot of human psychology and social and everything. Whatever mood you're currently in is the mood you're going to be in. But money can definitely affect the mood you're in. So just understand that. And it's called congruence with the energy you actually feel and portraying how you feel. That's called congruence. If you're off congruence, that's stupid. Just be in yourself, be present in the moment, know what you're feeling, and be that thing. Okay. Next question. Go super in depth on native ads. So maybe I'll make a specific video for that, but I'll tease some tips about native ads real quick. At the end of the day, native ads is a traffic source. It's nothing else. Okay, all these traffic sources are just traffic sources. If you nerd out about native ads, you just need to understand what converts on native ads then. What converts on native ads is health offers, supplements do really well, white hat offers do really well, like loans, car loans, insurance, and all that. Making money can work. You just don't want to be like make money fast type stuff. By the way, that works really well. I have actually systems I do. Like I only work I call it the golden ticket method, and I work on it every single day, like 5 to 10 minutes a day, and I make 5 to 10 XRYs. I know those numbers are weird, but it's so true. It's so true because I put the money in, whatever money I want to do, and it only takes like 5 to 10 minutes to set up each day, and I just do it each day. It's not stocks. It's something so powerful, so easy to do. It's crazy, and I've thought of it by over the years, gaining so much knowledge. You come up with epiphanies and ideas to take action on. This is crazy. It requires like no work at all. It's insane, so I just wanted to mention that. So at the end of the day, native ads is just a traffic source. Just know what works in general with marketing and then promote a great offer on selected traffic source. So if it's native ads, do health offers, do health funnel, have a back-end high ticket thing, you're gonna make tons of money. And here's the thing I think of. Have like in a health niche, if you do native ads, have like a $500 offer, spend $500 on native ads, send people to a free thing in exchange for their email, then have a bridge page to a high converting health offer you want to do. That works. You can go on Offer Vault and find one that's extremely high, because that's like a search engine of all the offers out there, and you can find a really great offer. But at the end of the day, you can make $1 million with just one CPA network or one affiliate network. You can do this with ClickBank, by the way, native ads. And then you just find an offer or make your own offer, okay, that's like high ticket, spend equivalent to that amount on ads, get a bunch of conversions, obviously, and leads of the affiliate offer and get leads for yourself. And if you get no sales of the high ticket thing, just pause everything for a minute and then do a big promotion for that high ticket thing to your list that you just acquired, and you're going to make a profit right there. And you're going to get sales. Just run it as a discount for like 24 hours or a couple days. You're going to make enough money to run ads again, and you're profitable. This is business we're doing here. And by the way, you should get at least one person on a high ticket thing you're selling. And by the way, just model the success of other people selling that type of high ticket thing in that niche. Okay, this is advanced stuff I'm covering in this video. So, I mean, I could tell everything I know, but it would take obviously years, most likely, because it took me years to do all this. But at the end of the day, people just need to take action on the knowledge they're learning. So I could tell people everything, but most people won't even do it. Which is crazy because I'm like crushing it. Okay? It's insane. Like, I don't know. I could like be spending like all day with just a bunch of hot chicks if I wanted. Like, I kid you not. But it's not all about that. But it kind of is, because in biology it kind of is about that. But at the same time, fulfillment is bigger. So hopefully that makes sense. Next is, like, I could even shut down this elite marketing club. We only have 21 members, but the only reason we have 21 members is because I just haven't put my focus into it that much. I launched it, had lots of people come and go through it. It's super powerful, the knowledge inside, and I know it's going to change people's life. That's fulfillment, change people's life, okay? That's fulfillment. And the only thing that would make it bigger, since I'm just ranting about this real quick, the only thing that would make the Elite Marketers Club bigger is, what is it? What is it, guys? We're on front-end funnels, paid traffic, get as much traffic as you really can, then have something high ticket in the back end to break even or profit, which usually will profit, almost always, and just model success of high converting stuff that you find in the niche, and then make this the core offer in the back end. That's it. That's literally it, kind of. And then you have fun with the conversion rates and fun with making ads and fun with the marketing messages and everything and the VSLs and all that. And it becomes such a fun hobby / way to make money. There's nothing that compares to marketing. Stocks really is nothing compared to marketing. Real estate's nothing compared to marketing. Okay? Real estate's just somewhere and stocks is somewhere you can put your money. Actively creating money is the best, and that's marketing. Okay? So the next thing is, what are your current traffic sources? My current traffic sources, I've set up a lot, but Facebook ads, free YouTube, and even YouTube ads. Obviously, Instagram ads go hand in hand with Facebook, and I do adult marketing on tons of different networks in adult marketing. And I can tell you some of them right now, like Traffic Junkie's one of them, ExoClick's one of them, PlugRush is one of them. So I run out a bunch of stuff. Okay? Now, once again, you only need one traffic source and one funnel, you can make $1 million. Okay? I've already made $1 million plus at this point. And I can tell you right now that it's gratifying and it's an important benchmark to reach. But once again, keep everything simple. And I'm telling you, you're going to crush it. Keep everything simple. Just model success is what I'm also trying to say. Because when you're a teacher, like what I'm doing in this scenario here, I'm teaching, okay, here's how you make money, blah, 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 blah. Like I'm telling you powerful stuff. All you need to do is take action, and I'm telling you it's so crazy. So when you're in this scenario, you think, here's what I was really going to say. When you're in the scenario where you're teaching like this, you think, oh, these people, they maybe have no clue what the heck. But I have networked with people that absolutely are on my level. And obviously people with results higher than me, but they're older than me. For my age, I have some of the highest results in marketing that's ever been seen. Okay, and I know I'm aware of that. Okay, and it's crazy. But then there's people my age that do a totally different industry that have insane results. Okay, like vloggers and TikTokers that are just getting high numbers, but they aren't necessarily making insane money. But when you think about it too, like they're making money just from acquiring traffic, and they can sell something that their niche or just in general broad people will just want. And that's really what marketing is: acquire an audience, sell stuff. Okay, and what if that audience just is email marketing? Great. Okay, so on which ad networks do you promote ClickBank products? Okay, so I don't promote ClickBank products like crazy, but I highly recommend for people to do it. I've made quite a bit of money with ClickBank. I don't know exactly how much, but it's over like 50 grand. And freaking ClickBank is a great network. People diss it, but ClickBank can make you money, baby. Money. Okay? And ClickBank has high ticket offers that you promote that are affiliate offers. And they give you email swipes. Okay, so I love it. I love ClickBank. Traffic source wise, at the end of the day, I think email marketing to a ClickBank offer is great. Or just a lot of emails to a ClickBank offer over time. And then another traffic source that's good with ClickBank offers is obviously on the front end. So you promote affiliate offers on the front end of your whole business, and as long as you're breaking even, or even just a little bit not profitable, you're gonna crush it, okay? So that's what marketing is all about. By the way, all those are profit, okay? Because you have stuff in the back end. Does that make sense? All the money's made in the back end. Once you understand these concepts and go in depth learning these things, whole world opens up to you. Okay. Next thing, and obviously Facebook's great for clickbait and freaking YouTube. It doesn't matter the traffic source once again. So when people ask questions, I think, is this a good question, is this a bad question, or is just there another way to think about this question? Because at the end of the day, some people just ask questions that are the wrong type of question because the answer is totally opposite. Are you using Max Bounty for traffic or to promote products? So there's a scenario and an angle to traffic. There's a type of traffic source that's one of the best in the world, which is be a product owner. This is really powerful. A good question, okay? Most people don't think about this until they're on the next level. That's what I'm saying. We have elite marketers here. So my point is, another traffic source is being a product owner on an affiliate network. So you're going to have, by the way, the best traffic source in the world is affiliate marketers. People sending you traffic to your business. And here's a very advanced thing. You can basically have your own offer on an affiliate network people are promoting, then in the back end promote more affiliate offers for yourself to the people that you got sent to you. So it can be very, very powerful. You could host it on Max Bounty, you can host it on ClickBank, you can host it on Digistore, you can do your own adult offer, host it on Crack Revenue. That's a really big epiphany because adult traffic's powerful and people who promote adult offers crush it, and you should just model success of, or combine success of a couple of those. This is a big idea, I might do that. Make my own adult offer on Crack Revenue. Woohoo! That's powerful. So I have actually, obviously I'm 21, I haven't put a lot of time into hosting an offer on a network, but I did at one point to learn. And there's always skills to learn and stuff, and I'm always learning new stuff. And I actually host, it's called Super Affiliate Secrets. I host it on ClickBank if you want to promote it. It's called Super Affiliate Secrets, and it's under the ID of Ben F18, I think, or 20 or something. Okay, so there's one right there. Do you use double opt-in or single opt-in, and why? So it doesn't matter. Once again, a percentage wise convert, and all of it on the front end is profit. Okay, even in sweepstake marketing, it's all profit. Okay, you just gotta have something high tick in the back end. So yeah, double opt-in, single opt-in doesn't matter. People will convert, and the numbers work out because double opt-in pays a little more, and single opt-in pays a little less but converts higher. So everything evens out. There's no real difference between them because you get paid essentially the same amount usually. But advertisers like double opt-in more. Single opt-in may convert like really well, but double opt-in converts at whatever it converts at for you, and you get paid a little more than single opt-in. And when you're running quality traffic, you can actually get like what's called pay bumps or increases in how much you get per conversion. So that's really fun. Okay, it just makes you more profit. It's like yay, 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 more money. Okay. What really makes me happy, obviously, making money is great, but when you reach a certain threshold where you just have everything covered in life, fulfillment's the next thing you're after, which is just helping others. That makes sense? Very powerful concept. I will see you guys later. I'm gonna enjoy the day, and peace out. Boom.